Get started. We're gonna start standing because I feel like I need a little extra movement at the moment. Okay. So let's start standing at the back of the mat, feet underneath your pelvis, toes facing forward, and just find yourself grounded. I feel like this is my moment of being grounded in class. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, reach your fingertips to the floor, press the ground away, and stand up long and tall and strong. I feel like everything lately has me kind of forward and like protecting myself, but let's stand up long, widen the collarbone, shine the heart forward, take a nice big inhale up, and exhale it out, and again, take a big inhale up. Exhale, let's just gently roll over to the toes, easing into our forward fold, maybe soften the knees, and start to run the knees out, and just take a breath here. And then let's walk out to our plank position, just gently coming forward. Find a moment here. Let's actually take the knees to the mat first. Press back, child's pose. Inhale, exhale, roll forward, back up into your plank. Come to your knees, press back, child's pose. Inhale, exhale, roll forward, come back up into your plank. Firm into the plank. One more time, into your knees, child's pose. Take a breath, roll forward, coming into your plank. Holding the plank here for a moment. So the shoulders away from the ears, drawing the abs up and in, lengthening through the heels, lengthen through the crown of the head. Inhale on your exhale, rolling your spine up into your downward dog. You can run the knees out here. And then press the heels back, roll forward into your plank. And into your downward dog. And into your plank. Articulating the spine up for your downward dog. Hanging out here for a moment, we're gonna actually come back forward into your plank and just pull your knee into your chest. And then go back to your downward dog. And then into your plank, pull your left knee into your chest, pulling abs up and in. And as we come forward into your plank, let's pull the knee over to the left. And back to your downward dog. And over to the right. So just crossing the body. And let's take it same side of the body. Let's pull the right knee to the right shoulder. And back. And then left to left. And back to downward dog. This time as we come back forward to our plank, bring the right foot forward. And then just open the right arm up to the sky. And just take a little stretch open. Something a little bit different today. Get a little opening and then bring the head back to the mat, back to your downward dog. And left foot forward onto the mat, left arm up to the skies, twist, take a little stretch open. And bring it back. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Back to your downward dog. Step the right foot forward, right arm up to the sky, open up. Lengthen out of your left heel, hand to the mat, downward dog. And left leg forward into plank, tap that foot forward and then reach the left arm up to the sky, lengthen out through your right heel and bring it back. One more time, getting a little more opening, downward dog, right foot forward, right hand to the sky, breathe. Back to the hand to the mat, downward dog, left leg comes forward, left hand to the sky, twist open. This time as you bring your hand to the mat, bring your right foot forward, and then right into squat. So bring your arms up to the sky. We're gonna come squeeze the glute back into the squat. Feet are hip width apart. Squeeze. Inhale, exhale. Reach. Squeeze the glutes. 5 more like that. Hinging at the hips. Getting a little heat building. 3 more. Breathe. 2. Bring this one back down, hold in the hover, little pulses down. Lengthen out of the fingertips, keeping the spine neutral, draw the abs in, sit back a little deeper for 4, 3, 2, hold. Hands down to the mat, step back into your plank. Holding here, float the right leg up, tap over to the left, up and over to the right. Tap and tap. So already the abs are activated. Activate the glute to move the leg. Shoulders over the wrist, you can be on your forearms. Last one, back to center, drop that foot to the mat. Left leg up, tap over to the right. Tapping up and over. abs in, 2, last 1. Bring it back to center to your plank, hold for a moment. Let's bring the knees down to the mat, rounding your spine into your cat, head tail up into your cow, and into your cat, and into your cow. Back to neutral, roll the toes under, hover the knees up, step the right foot back, the left foot back, step the right knee into the hover, left knee into the hover. Starting with the left. Left leg back, right leg back. Left knee into hover, right knee. Go right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. One more each side, right, left. Feel how your abs are already working here, left, left. Hold that hover, and then knees down, press back to the child's pose, take a breath. And come down. Onto the hands, turn the fingertips towards your knees, and just take a little stretch here, and just circle around, opening up in your wrists. And then reverse it. And bring it back to center. Let's just flip the palms up to the sky, but still fingertips to the knees. And then sit back a little and see how that stretch feels in the forearms. Maybe not the best, so ease into it, but probably it needs a little bit of a stretch. Then shift your weight forward one more time. Shift back just a little bit. Breathe and back up. Hands back to our normal position, fingertips forward, hands up, leave your shoulders, palms facing down. And we'll extend the right arm and the left leg at the same time, drawing the abs in. And then bring the hand and the knee right back down to the mat, left arm, right leg. So keeping your T balanced on your pelvis and back to center. 4 more each way at your own pace. Using your abs first, and then stabilize our muscles. So you're gonna slide your shoulder blade away from your ear, even as your arm lengthens forward. You're gonna engage the glute to shoot the leg out a little bit further. 2 more each way. Are your abs activated and magnetized up into the spine? Last one each way. We're gonna meet back with left arm, right leg. Holding here around your spine from the knee and the elbow to connect. Take the arm and leg out, hold, open the arm and leg out to the side. Back to center, around your spine, the knee and the elbow touch. Extend the arm and leg out, open the arm and leg away from the body, back to center. So round your spine, you get small, you get lengthened into neutral, open arm and leg apart, and back to center. Again, 2 more. Make sure that that right foot on the floor isn't doing all the work of the balance. Last one, bringing it back to center, hand and knee to the floor, cat stretch, and cow, and neutral, extend the left arm, right leg, round your spine, the knee and the elbow touch, extend, open the arm and leg away, and center, round, knee and elbow touch, extend, open out, and draw in, contracting the abs. 1 more time. Open out, back to center, bring the hand and knee down, 1 time into your cat, and into your cow, and then onto your booty. Grabbing your band or ring or whatever you have. We'll start sitting up super tall, pressing your sits bones down. Band out, sit up, like your back is all the way against a wall. You can bend your knees slightly if that's gonna help you sit up taller. Press those sits bones down. Draw your belly into your spine. Lift your pelvic floor right up off of the mat. And then just take the arms above the head. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears and drag it back forward. The arms lengthen up. The neck is long, so working on some mobility. Lengthen up and hold, slide the shoulder blades down. Widen through the collarbone as best you can. Lengthen your head up and pulse the arms out, out, out. For 5. And hold, sending the arms back forward, keeping the tension, tuck your pelvis and roll yourself halfway. And then up to sit. And halfway. Drawing the abs in, rounding your spine, and lift. And halfway, hold. And pulse out. Little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, go back an inch, go back an inch, go back an inch, lower yourself to the mat, lengthen your arms long behind you, take a breath. Inhale and exhale, hands to the sky, draw the abs in, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, magnetize your belly in as you come up, up, up and over, reaching forward, take a dive to the toes. Take a little stretch there, sit up tall. Again, we're gonna roll back halfway. And once you're there, magnetize your abs in, lift up out of your pelvic floor, relax your shoulders, and then just bring the right leg one little micro inch up off the mat. And lower and left, tiny lifts and lowers. Breathe. So trying to not let it just sit in the hip flexor or the leg, but really try to activate up at your pelvic floor, pulling from your low belly, one more each way. Hold here, send the arms above the head, and then dive yourself forward, hooking it around your right foot. Let's take it into our stretch. Rolling all the way down, taking the right leg up to the sky. Firming the pelvis down. And just breathe into the back of the leg. Shoulders relax. Maybe some bending and straightening of the leg. Reaching the right sits bone forward. And maybe coming back a little bit further. So a couple of breaths here. Can you get that leg a little bit longer? Activate the quad to find a little more release in the hamstring. And we'll release that, hooking it to toes for calf stretch. Pull the toes down, push the heel up. And then we'll point and flex and stretch the calf. And pull the toes down, heel up. And then into the center of the foot, spiraling the thigh open and out to the side, anchoring your left hip down. And reach out through your left or your right inner thigh out through the heel. Shoulders relax. So your little moment to get lengthened and a little regroup before we go back into the abs. Let's take one more breath there. And then lengthen that leg up to the sky. And then bring it across the body, stretch to the side of the leg, the hip, pushing the hip away. Shoulders relax. Are they opening gyms again there?
No, yes and no.
Okay. And then spinal twist of the leg all across the body, looking in the opposite direction. Like, did Lifetime open the gym?
23rd opened.
Yeah, 23rd's open. Some gyms are open.
Oh, okay. And then send that right leg all the way back out into the mat.
Link is open.
Okay, so is life getting back to normal? And then roll yourself up and over and onto the left foot and roll down.
No classes.
No,
No
we know what
classes?
normal is anymore.
Right, I don't, yeah.
I think schools are going to close back down because it's just not good.
It's like, I feel like I have no idea what's going on there. Like, I need the real story from you guys, not just what I see in the news. And
Their
it's
body-
straight in that way.
The rollout, the vaccine is coming very slowly.
Very slowly. It's still like eerily quiet, I feel like, in Manhattan.
Let's take 2 more breaths here. And release that, hook it to toes for calf stretch. Pull the toes down, heel up. And then point and flex. And hold the toes down. And then back to the center of the foot, spiral the leg open and out to the side for inner thigh stretch. The shoulders relax, collarbone wide. Reach out through your left inner thigh, push the heel a little further away from you, not letting the leg just fall out to the side, but actively lengthening. Two breaths. And then we'll sweep the leg up to the sky and keep the back pocket down as you bring the leg a little bit across the body and stretch the side of the hip. Get a little more length, push your back pocket down, pushing your left hip away from you. And then on your next exhale, you can melt into your spinal twist. And then extend that leg back out onto the mat. Legs are long and loose, shake it out. And bend the knees, bringing your feet to the mat. A couple times to arch and imprint your spine. So basically what we're doing in a cat-cow, just on your back, and now find your neutral. Hip bones in line with your pubic bone. Let's let the sacrum heavy into the mat, finding your little micro lumbar curve. Anchor those back bottom ribs down, front ribs, knit in towards each other, lift up out of your pelvic floor to float your right leg into table. And then to float your left leg into table, shoulders relax. The neck is long, the jaw is soft. So already notice, are you holding tension anywhere other than where it needs to be in your deep abdominal muscles and that pelvic floor? Not even tension, just activation. Not holding tension in your shoulders and in your neck. So holding our legs here already is just work on your abs. Now begin marching. Right leg halfway forward to start and then drag it up, left leg. And then each march maybe goes a little further forward as you see. Where is your pelvis? Is it feeling really super stable here? Of course it is. Shoulders are relaxed. Lifting up out of your pelvic floor. Let's take 2 more each way, and then we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit with it. Try to let go of the hip flexors. That's where that pelvic floor, deep low abs is gonna help. And then start to go a little faster, and then you just pass each other, go switch and switch. Are you staying in neutral? Or did that make you feel like your spine isn't really as secure? So stay where you're feeling the most stable. For 3. Last one. Back to center, legs to table, hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale, press your hands towards your hips, float the head, neck, and shoulders up, draw your abs in, and lower down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward. And then hold this one on the lift, and then just your arms lengthen backwards, and press forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, press them forward. Inhale, lengthen the arms back. Little lift of your upper abs, lift, lift, lift. For 3, 2, hold this last one. We're gonna go back into switch the fast marches for 5. We're just gonna go switch and switch. Just keeping the arms where they are, unless this is hurting your neck, then you always have the option to bring the head down 1 more each way. Back to center with tabletop, and then hug your knees and let your head rock side to side as it just relaxes on the floor for a moment. And then legs to table. hundreds prep. Inhale, exhale. Press the hands to the hips, shoot the legs at a high diagonal, and bring it in. Inhale, exhale. And in. Inhale, exhale. Next one stays lifted. Lift and hold. Pump the arms hundreds. Inhaling for 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. You determine where your legs are. Are they up to the sky? Are they low, almost to the mat? Are your legs parallel? Are they in turnout? Are they in tabletop? Where are you getting the most out of your deep abdominal muscles? Is your transverse abdominis helping to stabilize you here, or you feel like your low back is doing all the work? Inhale and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe your legs go a little bit lower, or maybe that's not good for you. You decide. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more set. Go. Inhale and exhale. Hold. Take the legs up. Hug them in and relax. Let's take the legs up to the sky. Firm the arms down into the mat. Feel as if your legs are on the back of a wall. Widen through the collarbone. And then float your hips and inch up off the mat. And lower. Maybe it's a micro inch. Tiny lift and lower. Maybe the arms are palms down. Maybe if it's better for your shoulders to keep your collarbone open, the palms face up. What's better for your body? 5 more. Keeping it small because I don't want a roll over. I want you just to lift, slide the legs as if you're just sliding them a micro inch up the wall. From your low belly, 2. And last one, keep the legs up, turn the legs out, cross the right ankle over the left. We do our 3 little quick switches. We go switch and switch. Then we open the legs as wide as the mat. We go switch, 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 open, switch, 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 open. So lots of inner thigh and low abs to stabilize you. Legs only go as wide as the mat. We're not going to turn it into a stretch. We're getting to that point right before it's a stretch. And then those muscles, they stay activated the whole time. As you switch, think inner thighs beat one over the other, not just the ankles. Are your shoulders relaxed? One more like that each way. Bring the legs all the way back up. Reach your hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale, just reach out to touch towards your toes and lower back down. Reach up and lower back down. If you have a mini ball at home, this would be a good one where you could put your hands on the ball and slide the ball up and down for 3, 2, and last one, and relax everything. Take the knees, stir them in the hip sockets. Letting go of any tension in the pelvis. Let go of what the hip flexors want to hold on to, and then reverse your circle. And bring it all the way back to center, legs to table. Hands behind the head, elbows wide to the sides. So keep the head down for the first couple, but I want you to feel how wide open the collarbone is when your hands are right there. Squeeze the thighs together. Point your toes, draw the abs in, stabilize through your pelvis as you lower your legs together a few inches forward for your march and drag the legs up. A few inches forward. Draw the low abs in. Inhale and exhale. And then if you decide, you could lift the head, neck, and shoulders, taking the legs a few inches forward to the front of the mat. Maybe your toes touch down, maybe they don't. It really does not matter. Is your pelvis staying stable? And then if you feel like you want more, as your legs go down, your head could go down. As your legs come up, the head curls up. Inhale and exhale. It's getting a little toasty in the apartment. Guys, it's been freezing out here. I know you guys have a very different kind of freezing, but after it goes from living inside of the sun, now it's like at night in the 60s. And windy and like ocean cold. Deserty. So sorry, I know it's different, but it's still it's cold here. 3, 2, and last one. And bring everything up and hold. And then lower everything down. Bring your feet to the mat, hands to the sky, feet are walking a couple inches in front of you. And then roll yourself up under your sits bones. Sitting up top. Roll the shoulders down. And roll all the way back down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up under the sits bones. And roll it down. roll up onto the sits bones, pull your right knee into your chest, extend your right leg out, roll down. Roll all the way up, pull your right knee in, extend the leg out, roll down. One more time, roll up, pull the right knee in, place the foot on the floor, left leg up, roll down, left leg goes out. It pulls in as you roll up. Lengthen, roll down. One more time like that. Roll it up and hold the up, bring the right leg up to meet it. And then extend the right leg straight out, and then the left. Go switch, and switch, and switch. And as you keep the legs going, you're gonna roll down, keep the legs going, roll up, roll down. Stan, how are you doing?
I'm just watching to figure it out.
I know, it's all right. We're just making it up as we go. One more time, and then hold the up. Grab behind your thighs, roll your shoulder blades down. Lift a little bit longer until I catch your breath here. Feels good. Now from here, pull the heels into rolling like a ball. Fingertip touch to your ankles, roll to your shoulder blades, balance up on your sits bones without letting the heels touch. Roll to your shoulder blades, the knees are open only as wide as the pelvis, and the heels stay coming towards your body. As you roll back, keep your heels towards your bum. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hold it up. Grab behind your thighs, roll your shoulder blades down, extend the legs to the sky. Folding your little body in half there, tap your toes down. Lift and tap it down. Maybe the hands come off. Lift and lower. 2. From your low belly, last one. And tabletop. Roll yourself down to your shoulder blades. Touch the mat, pelvis in neutral. See that you can balance your cup of espresso on your low abs. Frame the right knee, extend the left leg long, and we go switch and single leg stretch. Soft through your jaw. Remember, the option to have your head down is totally fine. If your head is on the mat, maybe you give the back of your skull a slight little press down into the mat just to get some feedback from your back muscles. Otherwise, lift from your upper abs, sink your belly to your spine. One more each way. And then hug both knees in and relax. Let your head just rock side to side. And bring the legs to table. Hands to the sky. Draw your low belly in, collarbone is wide. Inhale, exhale to float the head, neck, and shoulders up for double leg stretch. Find your start position. Keep your torso exactly the same as you extend arms and legs long away from the body. Circle the arms to draw the legs together back into tabletop. Extend the arms and legs long. Circle to bring it to center. As your arms lengthen, can your upper body stay exactly in the same position? Inhale, pull the belly in. Inhale. Hold this one long. Hold it long, arms and legs lengthen, open out to the sides and in. And open like a little jumping jack. Zip your belly in. You're holding the line between your chin and your chest for 3. Breathe. 2. Last 1. And then circle, bring it in, relax. Exhale everything out. Relax it out. Take a moment and then let's regroup. If you need to bring your feet down, that's fine. To get back into your neutral, make sure you're there. Hands to the sky, legs to the sky. Inhale, use your exhale to float head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend your left leg long. Make sure your pelvis is in neutral. And then little double pull of the right leg. Scissor the legs, pull, pull. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. So you brush the legs past each other. Inhaling with a little double inhale on the top. Exhale as you brush the legs. Almost like they could just scissor right together. Switch. We'll have a challenge on the last one in 3. Are you zipping your abs in? 2. Last one each way. Keep the right leg up here. Walk your hands up the leg to pull yourself up onto your sit bones. And then walk yourself back down the tree. You can put your left leg down if it feels better. Walk up and walk down. And walk up and hold the up. Left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Sit up tall, reach your right hand to the back, look to your fingertips, spiraling your rib cage around, and then bring your right hand to tap. And twist back, and bring it back to tap. One more time, twist back, bring it back to center, And then switch the left leg. Catch your breath there, and then walk yourself down the tree, and walk yourself back up the tree. And walk down, and climb up. I don't know why I always picture climbing up a coconut tree, because I've never done it, come all the way up. But I picture climbing up that leg to get a coconut. Right hand to the outside of the ankle. Twisting your left arm back, lengthening your spine and bring it to center, tap. Twist and come back to tap. Twist, come back to center, hold. Guess what? Right leg comes back up, hold. Roll the shoulders down, draw the abs in, take the hands off. Tap the toes over to the right front corner of the mat, take them up to the sky. With control, over to the left, lengthen up. Almost like you're moving in slow motion. Pulling your legs through molasses from your low abs, only one more each way. And return the legs to the sky. Roll yourself all the way down to the mat, hug it in and relax. Rock side to side, let everything go because we're coming into double straight leg lower. Which I think we should add a little challenge on the end of that one if you want it. The challenges are there if you want them. Otherwise, you can just take a moment and catch your breath. Whatever your body needs. Bring your feet to the mat to regroup into our neutral for a second. And then bring your legs to table. And drawing the abs in. Hands behind the head, elbows wide to the sides. Exhale to float the head up as the legs extend to the sky. Legs can be parallel or turn out. Squeeze in our thighs. Excuse me. And then let the legs lengthen out to your point of control. Regroup, squeezing the thighs together from your low belly. Squeeze pelvic floor and flow the legs back up. Lengthen the legs. You also could be in tabletop and dragging the legs up. Soft the jaw. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. You could turn your head if you needed to. Do you feel how your low belly is pulling deeper to float the legs up? You're keeping your pelvis heavy. The butt never lifts on this one. 3. Maybe your hand goes to your abs to feel that I'm working super hard. 2. The next one, when the legs come up, they stay to the sky. Both hands to the sky, roll up to catch your ankles. That wasn't my easiest moment right there. Roll the shoulders down. Legs are as wide as the pelvis, but not as wide as the mat. So we're just slightly open into a V. Maybe you hang out here, maybe you roll backwards and roll back up and manage to stay on the sits bones. Because your abs are a break and you're on the edge of a cliff and there's no way you want to roll forward. So you can't have so much momentum that you're gonna just roll off the cliff. 2 more. Draw the abs in, come up and lift. 2. This is your last one. Come up and hold it, legs together. Legs stay extended, hands behind the head. Roll yourself down to your shoulder blades, touch the mat, and then draw the right knee in, twist over with the left shoulder towards the right knee, and both legs back out into crisscross and twist. So you could do this the classical way with the legs in tabletop and then extend the leg, or you just keep the legs long and draw the knee in. Your choice. Think of bottom rib to opposite hip for 4. Breathe. 3. Exhale everything out as you twist. Good. Last one. And return back to center and have it in your laps. Let your head rock. Let's extend the arms and legs super long. This is where someone is pulling you apart from either side. Let's just take a few breaths here. Maybe you're a little bit longer on the right side than the left. And then a little longer on the left side than the right. So one of the 2 lizards that I know about in my apartment is molting right now. One more time to the right. And then to the left. So he's been over here shedding his skin. And then bring it back to center. Reach your hands up to the sky. Draw the abs in and roll yourself up. And let's take a dive forward and we'll grab the weights. And he's been really stressing me out because I think this process of shedding his skin and becoming new again is really exhausting, which is exactly what I feel like we're going through. And every day I see him and he's kind of on the floor and I'm like, oh my God, are you dead today? And then finally he'll move. But I feel like this is like right now. Lengthen your arms forward. It's a bit really exhausting, but we're gonna shed the skin and we're gonna come out shiny and new. I'm praying because that's what I want. Roll back halfway. But this moment, bend your elbows, bicep curls, of shedding the skin is ugly and exhausting. But we're gonna come out okay, right? Okay, thanks for nods. And I feel like the lizard is here every day to remind me. Yesterday I spilled some water on the floor for him. I was like, does he need some water? I can't have him die, I need him. I know, it's crazy. The lizard is like my life. You know I have nothing going on in my life when I'm really worried about the lizard that lives in my apartment. And
What kind
then
of lizard is this?
fold the arms up. I think it's a wall gecko. That's what I'm thinking. Turn the palms down, rotate the palms to the sky. I should look up what he is. Turn the palms down. But I know there's two because I saw two at one time one day in my flower pot like 2 weeks ago. One more time, turn the palms up. Turn the palms down, but that's the only time I've ever seen them together. Cross the right arm over the left and then left arm over the right. But he's small, he's not like huge. I told you the baby one got smushed though and is dead, and I was devastated. And then bring it back to center, turn the palms towards each other. Pull them in towards the body, push the arms forward. Pull them into the body. Push the arms forward, pull them in, press them forward, sit up tall, dive your arms backwards. Widen your collarbone, maybe micro bend the knees. Palms are facing each other, and then we pulse it in. Collarbone is wide, lengthen. Imagine your spine is elastic, and someone's just lengthening that elastic as long as they can, but your tailbone is anchoring you down, and then the crown of the head is getting that elastic even longer. And then hold it in and push it up to the sky. See if you can lift up out of your pelvic floor still, and then flip the palms to the sky, press up. Widen the collarbone. And then tap them in together, tap in. For 5, up arms. And last one, send the arms forward, roll back halfway, turn the palms together. C curve that spine, hinge the arms open, hug around a big balloon. Hinge the arms open and hug around a big balloon. A hug around all the people that you really want to squeeze up these days. Everyone gets in that big bear hug. So you got to keep the arms really wide. And last one, keep the arms open and small little pulse up. Pick your elbows up a little bit higher. Just the arms are moving, the body is staying still. Flip the pinkies to the sky, lift up. And then send the arms back forward, sit up tall, reach the arms up to the sky. Bend the elbows, press up to the sky, bend, press up. Yesterday I did have a mini photo shoot, and we had a shoot at a gym. And there was a man doing something like this, with probably this size weights at the gym, but not like using his abs. It was all, oh, I'm like, but those weights are so small. But I don't know. So we're doing way more than a lot of other people, just FYI. Last one. Dive over to the toes, place your waist down and take a stretch forward. And then sit up, sweep that arm across. And breathe and lengthen your spine. And then other side. And we're gonna come to lay on your right side for our side work. So laying down on your balance beam. Head can be down, it can be propped up. Where do you want it to be? The legs a micro inch forward. Feel how your bottom waistline can activate up off of the mat. Long from the hips up to the head, everything is in your long neutral position, the legs are just only a tiny bit forward. Float the top leg up in line with the hip. Feel like someone's pulling your leg a little longer out of the socket, and then keep it in line with the hip as it just comes forward and point to sweep it back. Flex and bring it forward and point and sweep it back. For some reason, I was dreaming about this exercise last night. I think because it is one of my faves, and I always do it because I love it. And it somehow ended up in my dream. Flex to bring it forward. Point and sweep, longer legs. And the next one, the leg stays backwards and little pulses back, pulse back. Tiny pulses. And then bring it back to the center position in tiny circles. Just like you're screwing in a screw. Tiny circles in from the hip. Underneath the booty tightens up. And then reverse it. And holding your spiral the thigh to the sky, extend the leg up to the sky. Flex to resist as it pulls down. Point up, flex down. Is your top shoulder relaxed away from your ear? So no tension in the upper body. Abs are activated, tension in the leg and the glute. Inner thighs working, keep this one to the sky. Spiraling the thigh open to draw your circles. That leg gets long up to the sky. Feel that inner thigh, you've got to spiral it open to make this happen and reverse. Otherwise you won't have any mobility. If you don't turn that thigh open, you're not gonna have that mobility. And then hold, foot is flexed. And then it sweeps forward to come in line with the hip. Hold for a moment, engage that glute knee, sweep the leg up to the sky. Sweeping it forward with control. Check in with that bottom leg, but the bottom leg isn't doing all the stabilizing. Lift the leg back up to the sky. So we're moving in slow motion, which I feel like is what my lizard is doing lately, moving in slow motion. So slow that I feel like he's maybe dead. I see him sitting over on the floor right now, but he's not dead. He's gonna survive. Come out shiny and new. Hold this one down halfway. And then little tiny bend straighten. I love how I think the lizard is my friend and is my pet, and he just happens to live here. For 3, 2, last. Once we get back to center, bend both knees, setting up for clamshell with both legs down on the mat first. Push your top hip away from you, get long through your top hip. Open the top knee, squeeze the glute, and down. Open and close, and lift, and squeeze. And then if you want, you can float the thighs up. Open and close. But maybe it feels good with both thighs down, but maybe today you want a challenge. Maybe you're feeling extra good today, so you need a little extra. And then let's just turn the top knee down and kick the leg back at a diagonal. Feel the booty pop up off the hamstring. Tap down, kick up at a diagonal. Tap down, kick, squeeze. Down, squeeze. Keep drawing the abs in. Hold this one up, pulse to the sky, pulse up. We're gonna then come onto our forearms in a moment for 3, 2, last one. That same leg is extended. Just come onto the forearms and onto that right knee. The left leg is long. Pick that leg up. Kick your heel to your butt and extend. Kick, point. Flex as you kick in and then point. Kick in, point. Keep it in with a flex. Pulse to the sky. Pulse up. Drawing the abs up and in, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And hold the up, open the knee out to the side. Kick up with the knee. So the knee is what's pushing up to the sky as your foot is diagonal back to the opposite booty cheek. And then hold that up because you're gonna kick to your opposite booty cheek. Press, press, press. For 5. Last one, come to the hands, pull that knee down, scoop the leg out to the side for your hydrant. With a flex foot, hydrant up. And then kick this one up and then kick it to the front, down. So you open the knee, kick out, in, down, sweep up. Kick, in, down, one more. And hold it, pulse up, 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 up for 5. Sweep that leg all the way back, place it on the mat, You walk the right hand under your shoulder and turn this right into a side plank here. Extend that top arm up to the sky. Lift your hips up, draw the abs in. Nice long neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's rebend that one knee. The right knee comes to the mat. And then prop yourself all the way up and to the other side and lower yourself all the way down. Lengthen. And then setting up for on your balance knee, push the top hip away, lift the top leg, flex the foot as you sweep your leg forward and point and sweep it back. So remember, you have your kickstand hand if you need it. Let's not let the upper body get crazy here. Flex forward and point and sweep. Flex and sweep. And then the next one, let's keep the leg back, hold in tiny pulses back, pulse back. You're squeezing that booty cheek up off of the hamstring and then bring it to center, get that leg a little longer, draw the abs in and tiny circles here. That's your drawing the screw in right at the base of the bum. And reverse. And hold, sprout the leg to the sky as you kick it up. Flex to resist to bring it down. Lift, flex and pull. Abs in, keep the pelvis stable for 3. Keep it up to the sky, sprout the thigh open and circles to the sky. And then reverse. Hold it there, foot is flexed, and then the leg comes forward, and then sweep it up to the sky. Forward, and sweep it up, moving in slow motion, lengthen up. And then keep it forward. What did we do right here? Just sweep it back, or did we do something? Did we do little kicks?
Do it back.
We just swept it right back, right? And into clamshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, keep pushing your top hip away, open the top knee and close. Draw your ribs in. I just noticed my ribs were all the way flared open. So check in. Sometimes you're just not noticing what the rest of the body is doing when you're focused so much on one area. So make sure the rest of your body is still in neutral. And then if you did so on the other side, you would just lift those legs up and then open and close there. Squeeze. Pelvis is in its neutral position. 2. Last one. Let's keep the knee up, pulses up for 5, and then we'll add that knee down and then rotate the knee down and keep the leg back up and squeeze. Tap down, back up and squeeze. For 4. Get longer with each time you lengthen. Hold this one out and up, pulses up, press up. For 5. And last one, we roll over onto the forearms, keeping that leg long. The left knee is under the left hip. And then pick that leg up, flex to kick your bum, point and extend. Flex, kick in, point, extend. Flex and point. So let's try to keep that pelvis still, not leaning over to your left side. The next time it's in, it stays in, heel to the sky, heel to your bum, kick up, up. Putting a little more weight into your right forearm. And then turn the knee open and kick the knee to the sky. So your foot is angled at your other booty cheek. And we hold it up and kick it back. So it's wrapping back that back booty. And then we're going to just come onto the hands and bring that knee down, scooping out for our hydrants, flex foot. Hydrant up, and down, and lift. Squeeze. The next one, kick it up, kick it out, bend it in, and down, we lift. Kick, in, and down for 3. Kick. 2. Last one, we kick and hold. Remember, in a moment, we're gonna come into side plank, and after that side plank, we're going into front plank. So you know where we're going. Sweep that leg all the way back, placing it on the mat, hand underneath the shoulder as you come up into that side plank, taking the right arm up to the sky. Wide through the collarbone. Nice long neck. Reach your hand up a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's come over into our front plank. Let's come to the knees, press back child's pose, take a breath there. We're gonna take 2 breaths there, and then we're gonna come into our plank. So on your forearms or onto your knees. And then roll yourself up onto the hands and knees. Neil, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, your choice into your plank, super strong, and go now.
Dad lived with MS for years and had always managed. He was fine, we told each other, because he got up and went to work. He was fine because he'd have a second helping of meatloaf at dinner. Now he was fine if he didn't look too hard at his feet. I had tense conversations with my mom, but she'd given up, having been shut down for so many times. For my father, doctors never brought good news and were to be avoided. To accommodate his bulging feet, he'd simply ask my mom to buy him a bigger pair of work boots. The stalemate continued into February, but by now, my dad moved with an aluminum walker, pausing often to catch his breath, from bed to bath to kitchen, and then down 3 stairs to the garage so he could drive himself to work, where he used a motorized scooter to get around. 3, 2, 1.
Downward dog. You can run the feet out, or pedal the knees out here. And pressing both heels back, micro bend the knees, lift your sit bones a little higher, lengthen through those heels, see that your feet are hip width apart, and then slowly begin to walk your toes towards your hands. Meet with the feet hip width apart and just hang out there in your forward fold. Exhale, let go of everything. Take 2 more breaths here, sway, do whatever you need to. And then seeing if the feet are hip width apart, micro bend the knees, start to engage your abs to roll your spine out. Standing longer, taller, and stronger as you come vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, all the way up into your head is the last thing that lifts. Taking a nice big inhale up. And exhale, one more time. Big inhale up. And exhale. Thank you, Pilates Hotties. Nice work today. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me for class.